Hi, everybody. It's, let's see, Saturday, the 13th of November, and I'm still working on the Tulsa station lighting. What I found the other day when I was working on it was that the panel that I had created I think it was in a previous video or two videos ago, was not sized right. I had all my trains, probably 9 of the 10 staging tracks in staging yard B that are right under the station, and I didn't quite measure it accurately. Never happens, right? But anyway, so I had to relay that out, and then I moved all the trains out of the staging yard, which was a lot of fun because I had to figure out where the heck to park all these things. So what I'm going to do is I'll show you where I had to put all the trains, and then I'll show you what I've been doing this week. Well, I'm back. Here's some of the station parts here. The roads are over here for now. I had to move 3 of the trains back here. This is in the background there. It's hard to see sometimes. That's Ready Tracks West, and that's how you go up to the main line to go eastbound. So on the west helix, and we'll stop here and we'll go show you some more. Before I move to the other side, you'll notice there is nothing here in staging yard B. And by the way, there's a new panel. It used to be more square, and I had measured it, I think at like 9.5, was kind of a guess. And it really just is around 8. So I had to relay it out. And then I got a little extra room over here to add a couple of more of their control panels or whatever. It's almost like a house wiring panel. But we'll go to the other side, and then I'll show you where some more of the trains are parked before we go up top. Here's some more. I moved the California Limited and the Super Chief over here, one of the Super Chiefs, because this is the Cato version. Also, you see some other stuff I've got stacked down here and a bunch of engines in the background. I got 90 some odd diesel engines in my collection. And I need most of them because it takes about 4 engines to pull passenger trains or freight trains up, aside from this one 482, which is a BLI 482. It's really a Penzi, and I still got left the doghouse on it, but I just redecaled it. That engine will pull that freight train up either of the helixes. We'll walk down here. So I have this freight train. Here's the Kansas City Wabash. That's over here. And nothing else on this side. This side is full. All 10 tracks are full of trains, as you can see. Now we'll go back around to the other side and I'll show you what I've been doing. All right, in the last video, I think I showed you how I had, that's one of their JP5740 stick-on lights. And what I had to do is drill a hole, or mark where this goes, and then this wire will get fed down below. And then you can, as we saw, I think, couple of minutes ago, there is, as I stumble and fall over here, this is almost, all right. So here's some of the wires that have come down. I'm going to have to get my wife to help me. So some of the wires will probably be pretty close to being able to be connected. On each of the sets of wires for these lights, I cut a 4-inch section off that has the plug that goes into the light hubs and the expansion, and is controlled by the expansion hubs. So those will have to be reconnected. I did buy some of their the just plug connectors and some of their extra wire. So that will have to be rerouted and maybe tucked up underneath somehow. I've got some 3D printed cable holders, or whatever you want to call it, that you can screw up into the wood up underneath here. I'll just have to take a look and see whether I want to use those, because I got the design, the STL file, and I can just print those out again. But anyway, that's what I'm working on right now. I'm going to take, pardon me from walking around making a lot of noise. I mean, I got all the lights here on the road bridges that have to be routed down, but I'll worry about that later. Next thing I got to do, this is the top section of the building. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 main sections in this building. Each one of them may need a light. I gotta see what I have and see what it looks like. Under this section of roof, which is the entry, probably one in there on each side. And then under the covered walkways, I forgot those. So I'm gonna need to relay that out. This is all practice for the big station. You know, this station is big, but it is not as big as the one over there with all the Union Station. It's just huge. So, but anyway, I also have, I don't know if I showed this to you. There's 2 of those, what is it, JP 5743s. They're little individual like bulbs. And then they're inside here. I put a piece of styrene across and then glued them to them. And then I brought the wires down the stairway and brought them down in this section. I may have to re-drill the one here because it keeps wanting to pull this way. These openings there and here, and I got to fill in these here with some spackling and then kind of dab some paint on it. This is where the bridge is on this side and the bridge is on that side. So so this exit out of this stairway is covered. So I didn't worry about putting another one there. There is a light inside here, and there's also a couple of people walking on near the windows that you'll be able to see. And there's a sailor on this end, and there's a gentleman with suitcases on the other end. And then I also have to look at how many lights I want to put in the bottom. Probably not as many, at least some over the doors. But this is a very, very modular setup for lights. It's just taken me a lot longer than I had initially figured on. So, but anyway, that's where we stand right now. It's a little longer than I intended, but I just want to let you know, and we'll continue to press on. And the next thing probably will be a full test of the platforms. That'll probably be another week. We got a lot of doctor's appointments, my wife and I, and so those kind of interspersed with working on a train. So anyway, thanks for everybody for watching. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Bye.